Okay, so, turns out there's been another delay on Uncharted 4. Okay, let's go ahead and rewind the clock back a year, shall we? Dark Knight. I believe the initial release window, there was no actual date, but the initial release window for Uncharted 4 is going to be fall 2015. And me, along with probably, I'm sure some other people, not just me, were assuming that was going to be, that was going to be like around November, because I believe the last two games came out in November. I can't remember what month Uncharted 1 came out. I know that it was in 2007, but I don't know what year. I mean, what month, I'm sorry. Whereas Uncharted 2 and 3, I believe, both came out in November of 2009 and 2011, respectively. And I was assuming that was going to be the same case with Uncharted 4. It's going to be November 2015, since they were taking a break from the Uncharted franchise to bring us The Last of Us, which was a wise decision, to kind of take a break from it and whatnot. But let me make sure I don't drop my chocolate chip muffin. So now, then they delayed it to March of 2018, March 18th of 2016. They set a specific date. The downside, however, was that they were going to delay the game all the way until the first quarter of 2016 to simply just work on the game more and say, hey, and they pretty much just came forward saying, hey, it's not ready. I'm sorry, but we just can't put it out there. And then they delayed it again to April 26th, saying, we just need a little more time. And I'm like, okay, fine, April 26th. I still haven't pre-ordered my Libertarian edition, but I will be doing that soon as I get an opportunity to hopefully save a little bit of money on it, because I feel like I can use my advantages over at Best Buy to do that. But just this week, they announced, yeah, we're gonna need 2 more weeks for mass marketing purposes, to make more copies of it, as well, and not only for the normal edition, but also these special editions that they're planning on releasing for the game. So now we are looking at May 10th of 2016. So we went from November, or presumably November of 2015, to May 2016. That's half a year. Now, there is some silver lining. There is some good and some bad. The bad is that we just have to wait longer to play Uncharted 4. Wait longer and longer and longer to play that goddamn game. And it's uber frustrating. Now, that's pretty much the bad, the only bad that I can actually think of. Now the good. The good would be that when it comes to any video game, especially a video game that we're highly anticipating, like Uncharted 4, a game delay is never that bad of a thing, because there's just so many aspects to a video game that need to be worked on, because you're immersing yourself in the experience. You're actually controlling the character. A movie's a completely different thing. When a movie gets delayed, that's usually bad. That usually means that the studio's not confident on their project, on the final cut of the whole thing, and they're just like, they're softening the blow. They don't want to take it. They don't want to take it just then. Whereas video games, they legitimately need more time to get polished. So video game delays are always good. They're excruciatingly painful for something that we're waiting for so long to play, but hopefully the chances of these delays paying off in delivering a great game are more likely than that of a movie being good just because it gets delayed over and over again. That usually means something bad. So that's one good thing. The other good thing is that, similar to anything that you're anticipating that happens to be like the last of something, like the last episode of Breaking Bad when that was airing, or the last Harry Potter movie, there's a part, whenever stuff like that gets delayed, as upset as you are about it being delayed and you having to wait more, at the same time you are kind of like, okay, well, this kind of prolongs the inevitable goodbye for whatever it is that this is. And they are saying that Uncharted 4 is going to be the final Uncharted game. And I will use this as an opportunity to kind of sort of review the recent story trailer that Naughty Dog put out. That was really, really good. I watched the trailer and it was awesome. I dig the tone that trailer struck, where They recognize that Uncharted is not The Last of Us. A lot of people are already saying, oh, it's going to be rated M. I don't think it's going to be rated M. I think it's going to be still teen like the other ones are, so like a PG-13 level type of material. But it is going to have a darker tone, similar to the Harry Potter movies. You know, the last few are PG-13, and the first few were PG, but they never had to go super extreme and be like, oh my god, we're delivering this humongous finale that we need to go hard R. No, they were consistent throughout. A tone did get changed, and that's mainly why we got the PG-13 ratings in the latter movies. Don't get me wrong, there were a couple of things here and there that were legitimately too scary and graphic for the Harry Potter series. I remember when Goblet of Fire came out, and that was PG-13. Everyone was like, that's the first PG-13 Harry Potter movie. And the giveaway was at the spoilers if you have not seen that Harry Potter movie, but the giveaway was at the end where what's his face cuts his hand off, and I'm like, oh, there's the PG-13 rating. So I feel like Uncharted 4 is gonna retain the same rating, but it is gonna have definitely a climactic and somewhat dark tone because of the themes that it's tackling, which is mainly family. This time around, Nathan has to rescue his brother. And I feel like something grave and dark is gonna happen with that. And some people are assuming, based on this little TV spot I think that premiered during the Super Bowl, where you see Nathan going for like a coin, and you have that piano music, the cover of Where's My Mind, the piano version playing in the background, and everything's just like crumbling around him. And then at the end, it's revealed like he's actually going for his brother and not the coin. And he's like, remember me, but that's not who I am. A lot of people are saying that the tone of that TV spot, as well as the tone of this new trailer, of how dark and emotionally heavy it is, implies that maybe Nathan might actually die at the end of this one, which would definitely signal the end for the Uncharted franchise. So that's something that I definitely not looking forward to, while at the same time, if they do it right... Oh, sorry, got the sun right there in my way. Got this light from the car behind me. Thank you, I get it. Why the fuck do people have to put on their high beams when they are on the fucking freeway? They're not in the forest. Or maybe it's because they drive just that bad. They're like, oh, I gotta put my headlights on because I can't see 10 fucking feet in front of me. Anyways, sorry about that, guys. Just some people drive very idiotically. I just don't understand. But then again, it says the guy that's doing a video while he's driving, so I digress. Anyways, Uncharted 4, upset that they delayed it again, but there is the good outweighs the bad. They can polish it up, make it an exceptional video gaming experience, and it also softens the blow of it being the last Uncharted game, and it gives me much more time to work on my backlog. This means that not only all of March, but all of April I can play as many PS3 games, because out of all the consoles that I own, PS3 is the one that I have the most games yet to play for. So I can hopefully pack a humongous dent into that backlog. I think recently I went ahead and I counted how many games I have to play on that system. Well, actually not just on the system, but PS3, PS4, Xbox One, and Nintendo 3DS combined, I have over 80, maybe 90 games left to play. And there's a couple that I skipped over because they weren't priority level. I'm talking priority level to those 80 or 90 something games. The games that I'm like, I need to play this because it's just that important. So anyways, that about does it. I'm excited for Uncharted 4. Definitely going to be putting in my pre-order. And there goes those high beams again. I'm sorry about that. Definitely going to be putting in my pre-order very, very soon. A little bummed about the delays. The only actual concern these delays raise for me is not so much Uncharted 4 the game, but Naughty Dog the development company. Is this going to be a trend for them? Because this is not necessarily the first time we've seen this. We've seen them do this with Last of Us, and they delayed that thing like 2 or 3 times as well. So that begs the question: is Last of Us 2 going to be the same thing, or any new intellectual property are going to delay it again and again and again, to the point where no matter how good we see video game delays, it's just gonna get tiring. Like, okay, you know, all these delays are getting kind of annoying. Can you guys actually settle on a date with an exceptional development team? But we'll see. All I know is that Uncharted 4 comes out May 10th, and I'll definitely be getting it. Are you? Please let me know in the comments below, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care, guys. Take care, guys. Thank you.